Welcome to Michael Zane Trusty's TrackTalk, where every track tells a story. In the late 1980s, Nashville was alive with new voices and dreams waiting for a chance. One of those voices belonged to Joe Diffie, a young Oklahoman working for a real estate company while sending demo tapes into town. His big break came when veteran producer and manager Johnny Slate heard one of those tapes. Struck by the power of Joe's voice, Johnny brought him to Nashville, gave him work singing demos, and eventually became his manager. It was during this time that Michael Zane Trusty, another Oklahoma musician chasing his dream, became close friends with Joe. Michael often stayed with him in Nashville and watched as Johnny Slate worked hard to secure Joe a record deal. Johnny had connections at CBS Records, but the problem was simple. The roster was already full. Then, in May of 1989, tragedy struck. Country music lost one of its brightest stars when Keith Whitley suddenly passed away. The loss stunned the industry, but it also opened a slot at CBS Records. That unexpected opening became Joe Diffie's chance to step into the spotlight. Few people realized that some of Joe's earliest songs were actually lined up for Keith Whitley. Tracks like If the Devil Danced in Empty Pockets and Home had been waiting for Keith to record. They carried his phrasing, his style, and his sound. But instead, Joe Diffie recorded them, and they became the songs that launched his career. Listening to that first record, you can almost hear Keith Whitley's influence woven into Joe's voice. Joe once admitted to Michael Zane Trusty that this was why he made it. He said, "Keith's passing is what opened the door for me." It wasn't said with pride, but with humility and respect for the man whose place he unknowingly took. Michael and Joe even tried writing songs together during those early years. Michael would bring ideas and Joe encouraged him, reminding him, "Keep writing. Something will come up. Keep singing. Something will come up." That was the kind of friend Joe Diffie was, encouraging, genuine, and always lifting others up. Two Oklahoma boys sitting in Johnny Slate's office, not realizing how fast history was about to change. Joe Diffie would go on to become one of the defining voices of the 1990s, but his story will always be tied to Keith Whitley and to the songs that were meant for one star, but became the signature hits of another. You're listening to Michael Zane Trusty's Track Talk. Every track tells a story.